We have 5 more young ladies to get to know, and we'll do just that right now as we wind up our interview competition, beginning with you, Miss USA. She is Michelle Royer. She lives in Keller, Texas. She's 21, and she's planning to study medicine. Now, have you decided what type of medicine you're going to specialize in?
Yes, I'd like to become a pediatrician. As soon as I finish my reign as Miss USA, I'm planning on going back to school and hopefully getting into medical school.
Good for you. Now, I had the pleasure of crowning you Miss USA last February, and since then, what have you been doing? Lying around the house waiting for the universe pageant?
Oh, hardly. They've had me very busy. I've traveled to about 12 different states, as well as going back to Texas for a big homecoming celebration. And I spent 2 days in my little hometown of Keller of about 8,000 people, and we celebrated for 2 days and finished up the whole thing with two-stepping at Billy Bob's Country Western Parlor in Fort Worth. Just like I taught Loudy.
Yeah, she's doing very well. When you went home wearing that crown, did your family wait on you hand and foot, treat you like royalty?
Oh my goodness. The motto at my house is that when, just as the Orient will make you leave your shoes outside, my mom says you can leave your crown on the front porch. You're to do your own laundry, clean the bathroom, and iron your own clothes just like always.
Good for Mom. Thank you, Miss USA. And let's talk with Miss Singapore. She is Marion Nicole Teo. She's 19, and Miss Singapore hopes to enter the university. And what would you like to study at the university?
Well, I've applied for science, and I hope to do pharmacy when I enter the U.
Very good. Now, I know that you have been describing the wonders of Singapore to 67 other beauty delegates. What would you like to tell our television audience about this wonderful place?
Well, Singapore is a beautiful and very, very exciting tropical island. Our people are a mixture of many, many races, and we live together in racial harmony. We have many places of many places of interest. And lots of different types of food, and there's great shopping in Singapore. And I'm very proud to be a Singaporean, and my greatest wish is that everyone who's watching and in the whole wide world would come down and visit us.
They just might. After that very nice description of Singapore, they just might come visit you. I'm curious, though. I know that the contestants have been asking you all sorts of questions. What question would you say they've asked you the most?
Where's the best place to shop?
That's right. Their motto is shop till you drop, these girls. Thank you, Miss Singapore. Now we'll meet Miss Sweden. Down here to me, she is Suzanne Thorngren. She's 19. She lives in Stockholm, and you would like to have an interpreter?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. May we have the Swedish-speaking interpreter, please? Why don't you ask her how she decided to enter the beauty pageant?
Hur kom det sig att du beslöt dig för att vara med i tävlingen?
Det var inte mitt eget beslut. Det var min mormor som skickade in ett kort på mig till en tidning som hade tävlingen.
Yes. It wasn't my decision, really. It was my grandmother who sent a picture to the magazine that arranged the...
Her grandmother sent her picture?
Var det mormor som skickade bilden?
Yes, it was.
And she knew nothing about it?
Visste du ingenting om det?
Inte först visste jag ingenting om det, men när jag fick brevet hem att jag skulle träffa juryn, då visste jag att det var hon, för hon har gjort det tidigare.
From the beginning I didn't know anything, but then I got a letter that I should meet the jury, and then I knew what was going on.
Well, I think that's very interesting. Now, her grandmother got her into this. How is she going to describe this experience to her grandmother, the pageant experience, when she goes home?
Det var mormor som gjorde att du kom med i det här, och vad ska du berätta för mormor om det när du kommer hem?
Jag har massor att berätta. Jag berättar om allt som har hänt, allt jag har lärt mig, vad som händer och hur det går till att göra en tv-show. Och berätta om alla tjejerna jag har träffat och folket som jag har jobbat med.
Before you tell us, is it good or bad?
Good. I have a lot to tell her about how it is to make a TV show and all the people I know, and it has been very exciting.
Fine, thank you, and thank you, Miss Sweden.
Thank you.
Next is Miss Turks and Caicos. She is Carmelita Arisa, 18, lives in Grand Turk Island, and she just graduated from high school, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Now, what are your plans?
To become a veterinarian.
You'd like to be a veterinarian?
Yes.
Do you have pets?
17 to be exact.
You have what?
17 to be exact.
17 pets?
Dogs.
Oh, 17 dogs?
Yes.
No wonder you want to be a veterinarian.
Yeah. Love my animals.
Are they spayed or neutered?
Some of them.
Now, you know one of the big problems with animals around the world is overpopulation.
Yes.
Yes, so you have to get that done, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Now, your sister was Miss Turks and Caicos, was she not?
Yeah, she was in the Miss Universe pageant in 1983 in St. Louis, Missouri, and I was there also.
Only 5 years ago.
Yes.
And then the family had only 2 dogs, so you see what's happened. Do you see what happened?
Yes.
Yes. All right. I wish you well in your studies, Miss Turks and Caicos. Thank you. And Miss Chile. Would you join me, please? She is Cecilia Baloco, 22. She lives in Santiago. And she is a recent Design Institute graduate. Now, do you wish to speak English?
I know a little bit, but I would prefer to have my...
All right, let's have the interpreter stand by here.
Thank you.
And ask her, please, what she intends to do now that she's finished her studies.
¿Qué es lo que piensas hacer ahora que ya has terminado tus estudios?
Bueno, trabajar como diseñadora, porque eso es lo que soy. Seguir con mis clases de ballet, porque las amo. Soy bailarina clásica. Y a lo mejor luego casarme.
I would like to carry on with my fashion designing. I would like to carry on with ballet dancing, classical ballet, and maybe marry and have a family.
Well, you're going to be very busy, muy ocupado.
Voy a hacer las cosas una por una, no todas juntas.
To take everything one at a time.
Yes. Now, ask her, is she going to design clothing her own line, or does she want to work for a manufacturer?
¿Vas a fabricar tu ropa tú misma o vas a trabajar para una fábrica, una manufactura?
No, yo quiero instalarme sola, porque tengo muchas ideas, quiero lanzar una nueva línea diferente y de seguir diseñando, que es lo que más me gusta. No quiero trabajar en una empresa grande porque se pierde un poco la creatividad.
Now, I understood that. She wants to do her own line because she has many original ideas and she doesn't want to work with a company because they may change them, right?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm proud of myself. Judges, give me a mark on that, please.
Why did you then ask me? Why did you then ask me
Now, just a moment. Look at this. What?
Why did you ask me in English?
Why are you speaking English now? Why is she here at all?
Well, do again the question, but in Spanish.
In Espanol?
So my
all
country
right.
can understand.
I'll speak
Yes.
Spanish. You speak English.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give you a chance to wind this up with a commercial for your new line, but you have to do it in English. Now, don't look frightened. I'm going to write
Like a
comercial por
okay.
televisión.
In English? No.
In English. In
No.
English. No commercial then. All right. No, I'm going to tell you what to say. I have an idea.
Okay.
I have una idea. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You say that in English.
Okay. You ladies, next Christmas, ask Santa Claus to give you a sweater designed by me.
There you are. And they'll do it. Thank you, Miss Shelley. Thank you. Now, if you've picked a winner, you may be right, but you also may be in for some surprises. We have 2 more competitions, swimsuit and evening gown, still to come, and they just might change your mind.
competition is over. Let's see how they did. The judges gave the highest score to Miss Chile, with Miss USA second and Miss Italy third. And by the way, that horse procession that you see is called in here Kuda Kapong in Malay. Just another of the charming traditions that we've been able to see and have a great pleasure in delighting with here in Singapore. You know, over 1,000 years ago, ships from all over the world sailed for months to reach Singapore. Today, airplanes measure that distance in hours, and travelers still find it unique. That's where we are, and why we are here is to select the new Miss Universe. So while our semi-finalists change into their swimsuits, you're going to meet the people who will make that decision and see the wonderful prizes our winner will receive. All that when we come back